Welcome to the Anaffcial channel. If this is your first time tuning into our videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Every week, we create skill-based videos like this to guide you through knowledge about physiology as well as bedroom skills, helping you improve your expertise and performance in that area. In today's video, we'll explore a very challenging issue faced by many men. When we first hear about this problem, we might think, "Oh my, I wish I were in that situation. Why is she making this video? What's the point? I wish my wife were addicted to that too. I wish my wife were obsessed with sex because I've been deprived for too long." But do you know what? If a woman is too addicted to that, there are many underlying reasons as well as potential consequences. It's not without reason that she demands her husband to have sex 5 or 6 times a day. Let me tell you a story, which is also the reason I made this video today. I came across a story about a woman who returned to Vietnam for cosmetic surgery in her intimate area, specifically to tighten it. The doctor asked her about her frequency of intercourse, and despite not having given birth, her area was unusually loose. She revealed that at its peak, she and her husband had sex up to 12 times a day. Can you believe that? 12 times a day. Later, it decreased to 5 or 6 times a day, and now, after being together for a long time, it's 3 to 4 times a day. Reading the comments below from other women, many said, "If it were me, I'd die. I'd run away. How could I handle that?" Hearing about such a frequency made me think about myself. If I were to experience such an intense frequency, I'd probably run away too, just like those commenters. But why do some women demand such a high frequency of sex? The first reason is stress and anxiety. Some women find that when they have sex, their stress and anxiety decrease. They start to believe that sex is a solution to reduce stress and anxiety. Gradually, without sex, those feelings return, and some feel the need to have sex every day or even multiple times a day to keep those feelings at bay. In reality, these women might be suffering from depression, using sex as a way to feel happier. Another reason could stem from childhood. If a woman grew up with parents who were addicted to alcohol or drugs and didn't receive proper sex education, she might not understand what a healthy frequency of sex is. A more common reason in today's society is the increasing number of women consuming adult content. Initially, they might watch it to learn skills and techniques, but over time, those images become ingrained in their minds. Even if they only watch 15 to 20 minutes a day, the obsession can last for hours. Once obsessed, they crave more sex, wanting their husbands to satisfy them like in the videos. Many women who watch too much adult content end up addicted to sex, leaving their husbands overwhelmed and wanting to run away. So, the main content of today's video is to explore the signs that indicate your wife might be addicted to sex. If you notice 2 out of the 4 signs I'll mention, it's a red flag. We'll need to find solutions, whether through physiological means, exercise, or psychological therapy. But before we discuss solutions, let's identify the signs that she might be addicted to sex. The first sign is that she only thinks about sex. Normally, women have many concerns, hobbies, and habits in their daily lives, often more than men. Women usually care about their children, work, studies, entertainment, and sports. Personally, I have many interests too, and these take up most of my time. But for women addicted to sex, these habits and interests fade away. Conversations with their husbands revolve solely around sex. How often, scheduling it, or even pressuring their husbands to have sex multiple times a day, regardless of his health. The second sign is that she frequently initiates sex. For women who aren't addicted, if they go without sex for 5 to 10 days, they might start to initiate. But for those addicted, this happens daily, morning, noon, and night. Some men have even messaged me saying, "My wife demands sex 2 or 3 times a day. I can't handle it. I've had to hide at my parents' house, claiming they're sick, just to get a break." These women might initiate through actions, words, or even sending explicit messages and images daily, regardless of how much they've already had. The third sign is that she feels dissatisfied if you're not fully committed. Most women feel frustrated if the duration of sex is too short, not just those addicted to sex. Some men use sprays or pills to prolong the experience, but even then, it might not satisfy an addicted woman. These women might want sex 2 to 4 times a day, with extended foreplay and sessions. If you're already lasting 7 to 15 minutes and satisfying her once or twice per session, but she's still irritable, she might be addicted. Women addicted to sex are also prone to depression or psychological issues. If sex is the only way she can resolve these issues, it's a serious problem. The final sign is that she frequently masturbates. While it's normal for women to masturbate, especially if their husbands are away, or if they're not fully satisfied during sex, if she's masturbating frequently despite being satisfied in your relationship, it's a sign of addiction. Some men might think it's lucky to have a wife addicted to sex, but based on my experience counseling many cases, true luck is when both partners work together to improve their sex life, skills, duration, and frequency. If your wife is too addicted, and the frequency is too high, leading to health issues, work difficulties, or depression, you'll need to intervene, whether by reducing the frequency or seeking psychological help for her. Thank you so much for watching today's video. See you in the next one. And don't forget we have 2 live streams every week on Monday and Thursday at 1:45 p.m.